What's going on, guys? Ellie from Copenhagen here. You might not know who I am, but you've got nothing better to do. So watch the Soccer Cooligans, talking all things football, politics, music, culture. Swipe up, click the link,
That'll
something.
do. That'll do.
Ay, papi!
Let's go.
Hello. Paulo said Christian is a little quiet.
Oh.
Bro, is this Alexis's doing?
I'm in here pulling wires. I'm doing the whole nine.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another Prem show. My name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerreros.
All right, we are your favorite stand-up comedians that host the funniest Premier League-focused soccer show here live on Twitch.
That's right. Speaking of Twitch, we're also the gulliest on Twitch, by the way. But Justin Freeberg in the chat said, "Where's that Dominican fire?"
Okay.
Oh, he wants that fuego. Again, fuego.
All right. Thank you for, I wish I could play Bad Bunny on here, but I can't.
Right?
Thank you for coming through, everybody. Yes, if you're listening to this podcast, yes, we tape this podcast every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Soccer Cooligans, or you can go straight to eltwiche.com.
That's right. Or you could ask your mama. Oh.
Interesting. I mean, she won't know what you're talking about, but you can ask.
Ask anyway. Ask her about Brioche. If you don't know what that is, look it up. BROSCHI.
Louis Wing says, by the way, Dominican Republic has 2 games today. The U23s against Costa Rica and the World Cup qualifier against Dominica at 7. Yes. Poorly drawn Arsenal rating with a party of 6. Thank you.
Whoa, poorly drawn Arsenal.
And I got to give a shout out to Poorly Drawn Arsenal because they just tweeted a lovely picture of Mikel Arteta that genuinely made me laugh, and I want to pull it up here. We've done this before, where we just
Justin Freeberg said, or you could go to onlyfans.com/nakedandafraidcooligans.
This was really fun. This made me laugh. Genuinely laugh. This is Lego Arteta.
For those of you listening, it's the Lego man with the helmet of hair being placed on.
I love the subtle 5 o'clock shadow on there is great too.
It is perfect. And also, Arteta hasn't lost the hair since 12th grade.
No, it's in one piece. That's why.
Yeah, it's just one big ass plastic head. How much shampoo does he go through?
So shouts to Poorly Drawn Arsenal. Thank you for the just finished coloring it on the stream. Oh, dope. Follow
Beautiful.
Poorly Drawn Arsenal. Any gooners in here? It does great work.
If you're a fan of art and you're a fan of Arsenal, maybe you're a fan of Arsenal.
There we go. Okay.
Hey.
That also could have been the Twitter handle,
He just drew Art Etta.
There we go.
Come on.
So
you're welcome. You're welcome. Poorly Drawn Arsenal.
Okay.
A little marketing session for you.
We've done the rebranding for you.
All right, Chad Bentley gifting another sub.
Okay, that makes it 10 subs that we reached. So let us give Nutmeg a treat.
You got to switch to Nutmeg Cam. Don't just do it on the app.
My bad. So Nutmeg is there. He's chilling. Obviously, we're gonna disturb him with the reward. So let's toss Nutmeg treat again. This is going to be a beef nib that we are tossing over.
At least it's beef, not like a chunk of cauliflower.
Okay, there it is. He hears it. There it is. It fell on his bed.
Where? I don't see it.
It's at the top right there. Yeah, he sees it. He smells
it.
it.
He saw it.
He's like, nah, fam. It's like, okay, these.
You think he's like, they don't even come over here and give me the gift, the treat?
No,
they got the stupid machine to spit it out.
No, maybe he doesn't even comprehend what the machine is. He's just like, yo, it's raining beef nibs, like
it's like how 2,000, 5,000 years ago, whatever it was, people thought the rain was God crying.
Yeah, dude.
He just thinks like there's beef nibs coming from the sky. I guess sleeping is approved of by our God.
Thank you, Chad, for gifting that sub and taking us over the line. Nutmeg appreciates it. Crimson Pizza just said Nutmeg eats more protein than Christian for sure.
Facts.
Maybe. I don't know. His diet is a little different than mine. We just someone just followed Green Megan Ham. What a great username.
Great name. Here we go. I just figured out how to get
Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So, look, another Scooby the Goon with the sub. This is
Scooby the Goon. Where you been, buddy?
been too long. Scoob. Hey, Scoob. Okay. That's my best.
Jesus.
My best impression of
Was
me.
that uncomfortable for everyone else?
That was me, going through puberty. Hope that
You
was
saw it
cool.
here live.
All right, where should we begin? Should we start with the FA Cup, Everton against Manchester City that happened last week? I believe it was Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Can we go over the hell Tottenham has been through in the past few weeks? Because it would make me so happy.
People are already putting us, or essentially saying that Jose Mourinho is not long for North London, you know?
Well, you know why I think? Why Spurs is Banter FC, Mr. POTUS 5000. You damn right. Here's why I think he's kind of comfortable going. I think why he's ready to go is because of how demoralized he sounded after the loss in Europa to, and let me remind everyone, Dinamo Zagreb.
Yes, I mean, if I'm sure, people already saw. We played it last week. Did we play it last week? I don't remember where we played it, but the video of you laughing at Tottenham, which was, obviously a hit.
What a wonderful time. It was a hit for some, instead of That's So Raven, it's That's So Spurs. That's Justin Freeberg. And Robert from LA put my song. He quoted lyrics to my song, which is Zagreb till I die. I'm Zagreb till I die. Well, let me remind everyone, if you don't know, they were up 2-0 on Dinamo Zagreb and lost
in the first leg. Yes.
In the first leg, and lost in the second leg 3-0 in stunning fashion. They also, in between that, lost to Arsenal 2-1 with a pretty rough red card. Because what's his name? Lamella is throwing a hand at Tierney, but just kind of a shocker of 2 weeks. I know they beat Aston Villa, but it's almost like no one cares. You know what I mean? It's like all they could talk about is this Dinamo Zagreb, the worst European exit they've ever had. That's got to be the roughest way to go.
I thought Brexit was worse than as far as European exits, but no, you don't agree?
You know what's funny? I thought about what club is? Oh, he means Brexit. That's why I didn't laugh. I was like, you said it's so cold.
But no, the big issue now, there have been comments, right, about Gareth Bale, right?
Gareth, what timing? Gareth, keep it in, buddy.
the issues, everyone was excited. They thought he was, on his way back. But no, it looks like this was a tweet from BT Sport. This was his quote said, "The plan was only to do one season at Spurs. After the Euros, I have a year left at Madrid, and I will head back." So it is the conversation is changing. It's like, this was I was vacationing here in Tottenham. I came to just really to summer here. I was interested to see what was going on. But I am headed back home where I belong, on the bench in Madrid. So.
This is like a guy who gets caught cheating on his girl. And then he was like, he has to go stay with the cheatee, the girl that he cheated with.
The cheatee, yes. We all know.
Right? It works. He's the cheater. She's the cheatee. I guess the wife or the girlfriend would be the cheatee. No. Whatever. He goes with the side piece. Okay. Finds out she's got 7 kids that are rambunctious.
Justin Freeberg said Cheeto. It's a fair.
So he's with Trump now. So he's with the side piece. Turns out she's got a bunch of kids, and he's like, I can't And he says, nah, the plan was to just say hi to her. I was just going to say, I wasn't going to meet her. No, I'm coming back to you, babe.
That was the plan the entire time. I took a strange, path to get here, but it always ended back with you. All right.
Is it unorthodox? Sure, but what are we if not adventurous?
Am I embarrassing the family and your family? Yeah, obviously.
Did I cause concern amongst my friends and loved ones? Absolutely. But the plan has always been to come back to you because there's a mess. One of her kids is called Dinamo and the other one is called Zagreb. I need to go home.
What kind of names are those?
Bola Blanca, but side chip? Question mark? Absolute jerks in our chat. I swear you could be the cheaty. I think it's the person who got cheated on.
I would. That probably makes more sense. To me. Chad Benty said the golf courses must have sucked in North London.
Here's the other thing. Can I just say this? Why answer it this way? Why even put this out there? This is a sign. This has to. If you're a Tottenham fan, this gotta hurt more than the Dinamo Zagreb loss, because this is a clear-cut sign that they're like, yo, this is an absolute shambles behind closed doors, and I need everyone to know Real Madrid didn't want me, and I'm letting them know I'm coming back. You know what I mean?
Okay, get my locker ready, folks.
I'm coming. Y'all signed me to a 5-year deal, whatever it was.
Okay.
Homie got 1 year left. I don't care. I'll sit in the stands.
Okay. I make sure you do a little parade for my return. Directly to the bench. It's all
okay.
Good.
I'm comfortable with that. I'll see you on the links, my G. I don't care.
Golobanka said, "This is news to Zidane."
Zidane's like, we didn't sell this motherfucker.
Why didn't say? Yo, I thought I blocked his number. What's all this about?
What up, Arbaz? By the way, what's up to everybody in the chat? If we haven't gotten to you, I know men like Sam back in here. What's good, everybody? FIFA degenerates in the house. Going to tire shops in Newark. Not asking any questions about that. I don't know what you're buying other than tires. Spurs fan doing that Wolverine meme, looking at the picture of Pochettino.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I said this. I said when Pochettino got sacked, fired, whatever you want to call it, this was a huge mistake. Who cares if you had one bad season, right? And I wanted Pochettino at Arsenal.
Dude, how do you go from the final of the Champions League and then letting him go just a couple months later? We've said this a bunch of times, that these clubs, when they get close to a Champions League victory, they're like, oh, the only thing that if we would have just had a better manager, we would have just taken ourselves over the top.
That's what got you there.
That's what got you there. What?
That's what got you there.
Bro.
It's like a comedian or like an NFL player, you know what I mean? Like, gets rid of their agent right before the big guy. What got you to that point?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All right. They were with you shooting in the gym, bro.
Right? They were there. They were the ones taking notes.
They were passing the ball to you. Yo, what are you doing?
Now that I say that, we love our agent. But if there's a major agency out there, just hire her and we'll go with that. Yeah. Just to let y'all know.
Okay, we can be bought.
100%. We are constantly for sale. You think we won't promote travel to northkorea.com on the show? You think we won't?
Okay.
You think we won't promote the Russian vaccine on this show?
Okay. We're going to have to make Twitch update their terms of service. No, these are products we need to endorse. I don't.
Christian's willing to get the shot live on Twitch just to prove there's nothing wrong with the North Korean vaccine. You get it when you land. Enjoy our land.
Okay. Crimson Pizza said Pochettino put Spurs through med school and got broken up with after graduation. We've seen it time and time again. Okay.
It's like draft day. You see the girl hug up on the number 1 pick quarterback, and everyone's thinking the same thing. Like, girl, ain't no one gonna know who you are in 6 months.
I always makes you think of Russell Wilson. You know, the photos of where his high school sweetheart, and it's like you saw the photos and you're like, bruh. Saw once he completed like 6 passes in a row his rookie year. I'm like, this is not gonna be lasting long.
You know what I mean?
Ciara's like, okay.
Goodies.
let me give this young man a makeover, okay?
I could upgrade you.
Okay. The Golden Pyramid. What is it? What is this? I want to read it just out of its weirdness. You guys can become bigger than Biden with the right thoughts, mindset, and relationships.
He also above that said, or she said, I want to Gucci you. So
Okay,
not only am I nervous, but I'm also excited.
I want to. There's something going. Is this like a Google Translate thing? That's like when something's lost in translation. Are you using Bing Translate? Because
then it would be perfect, right, Bing? Give us the money, Bing.
Oh man, Robert from LA said it's a good thing Bale was in the safety of his home country, where this news would no way get back to London.
Thank you, Ruben J. Dominguez, for the follow.
We appreciate
Ruben. Also, Justin Freeberg said Alexis taking them phone calls from Viagra already. Hell yeah, dog. Keeps Viagra, Brioche, everyone. We're available to promote.
Okay. This was another tweet that we had in here in the Slack. This is the Gareth Bale, according to L'Equipe, is the highest paid Premier League player, earning 30 million a year at Tottenham. But is Tottenham paying his salary?
2/3 of it, if I remember correctly.
It's a lot.
10 mil a year to have 2 good matches. What was it? Burnley and Palace?
Well, what do you mean 10 million a year?
Because they're paying 2/3 of it. My bad. That's 20 million.
Yeah,
a
I'm
year.
like, what?
Yeah. For some reason, I thought of the third, the leftover. I guess he's the payee. Okay, got that one. Okay. Your best friends with Kim Jong-un. World War III happened. Yeah, me and what's his face?
Seth Rogen?
No, who's the homie?
Dennis Rodman.
Me and Dennis Rodman gonna be out there. I just got an audition, by the way, and it shoots in Ukraine. And I'm like, what? I thought we weren't flying. What's happening?
Are we on good terms with Ukraine?
Ukraine's open for business, apparently. Why wouldn't you let me shoot that here? Anyway, they call Alexis Cuban Biden on the streets. Crimson Pizza on Moneybag Jose instead of Moneybag Joe.
Yogi Man said Henny Darby. Okay, I mean, yes.
Good.
We are, obviously, we're huge fans.
We'd love to go.
We got to go one day. Richmond Kickers and Forward Madison. Obviously.
I'll wear one of those jerseys like the mom with the player on both teams. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got to wear the combo jersey. If you're Tottenham, right? You're not a Tottenham fan, Christian. You're an Everton fan, just as bad, some would say. I'm not me. Some would say. Some people out there. Yeah. I mean, they tweet me exclusively. Alexis will be working for the mafia soon. Happy to do it. I'll promote your waste management company. If you're a Tottenham fan, what do you think you want more? Gareth Bale to stay or Mourinho to stay?
What I want more? I mean, both should be gone, right?
One of them actively trying to leave.
It's not like one of these things where like Mourinho is holding Bale back. It's not, or vice versa. They're just two people that I forgot who mentioned it, and apologies. Somebody did just say that I think it was Couch Sports Football that Mourinho is still coaching like it's 10 years ago, and
yep.
I mean, we see it's not working. I mean, look, without a doubt.
Chad Bentley said Ted Lasso to Tottenham. Brother, they need him.
Tottenham looked so much better under Mauricio Pochettino. That's inarguable.
It was a completely different club.
Yeah.
And also, people might not know this, but if he gets fired early, Mourinho has a $38 million payout, 38 million pound payout.
Wow.
If he gets fired early. So now they kind of got to keep him.
How long is the deal?
I think it's another 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Someone in the chat looked that up. Someone in the chat, bing that. I can't believe they would. I mean, I can because it's Tottenham, but it's hard to imagine a club locking themselves in I mean, it must have been the only way to get him. But if you're Tottenham and you're losing Mauricio Pochettino and you're on the up, you're on the rise, your club is getting better, just had one bad season, you still got an incredible squad, incredible players. You got quite possibly the best striker in the Premier League in Harry Kane, especially at that time. You've got stars like Son. You've got stars like Dele Alli, even though he had a bad season. I know the fans are kind of on the outs with them. But if you're Tottenham, how do you not have better options than Mourinho? And how do you let Mourinho hold you hostage for his deal ends in the summer of 2023, dog? 2 more years.
Oh, please stay. The entertainment alone.
38 mil. Could you imagine paying 38 mil to not have a guy manage your team? It might be worth it, to be honest with you.
I'll donate to Tottenham's Patreon to keep Mourinho on the team, bro.
And you ain't even an Arsenal fan. I'm loving this. I'm Mourinho in.
Almost there. 819 said Tottenham are only paying 1/3 of Bale's contract, not 2/3.
Oh, that's actually even better. 10 million is still a lot of money for a guy who just started playing and didn't help you in Zagreb, or against Zagreb, I should say.
Shexa said Mourinho to MLS. LOL. I mean, I'm doing this. I'm not doing an LOL. I'm interested in this.
I gotta be honest. If you're MLS, you got to make that happen.
Hell,
even if it's an absolute like horror show, it's good promotion,
bro. It is arguably as far as headlines. It could be as big as David Beckham coming to MLS. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it is.
Yeah.
The interest alone would be absolutely fascinating. So,
Mano Cuco, and I don't want to read that in Spanish, even though I think it is, said Mourinho vale verga, which to translate, he ain't worth shit. Let's just say it that way.
Okay. Boer said Mourinho getting mic'd up every game with commentary muted. Yeah, dude.
Could you imagine them cutting to Mourinho interview mid-match like they did during the MLS's back tournament? He'd be like, "What are you doing? Who's putting this microphone on me? Why do I have headphones? Who are you speaking to me? Who's Andrew Weeby?"
Mr. POTUS 5000 said he won't come to MLS. I can say that here first. He will go back to Portugal and manage Porto.
If Porto wants him, which is no reason why they wouldn't.
It would be. I would love to see it. It would be super entertaining.
I could see Gareth Bale finishing his career in MLS. Who said that? Kurthy? No. Someone said that. I can't find who said that. But I could see that. I could see Gareth Bale being lured over to Miami. Good golf courses in Florida. You got David Beckham.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of...
Get paid on the low like Blaise Matuidi did.
Yeah. What's going on with that? We haven't had...
Ain't nobody heard nothing.
Colo Blanco, do you know any updates on that? Because I know they were investigating it.
Hey, Colo Blanco's a Miami fan. He's going to say everyone's innocent. Chicken Leg Piece said it. Chicken Leg Piece said that he was going to finish his career.
Okay. The Colo Blanco just says, shh. Nothing to see here. Okay.
Why are you making it hot?
Justin Freeber said Bale to LAFC. There's some good courses out in Cali. Yeah.
I can see that too. Yeah, I think he should go. I think Real Madrid will do whatever it takes to get rid of him, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. This was another...
Wait, hold on. We didn't even talk about North London Derby.
Did we not talk about that last week? What
Let's just real quick let everyone should know Tottenham lost to Arsenal in the North London Derby 2-1. Okay.
All
right.
Yes, that game was so long ago we've already covered that. It's okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was March 14th, and I enjoyed every bit of it, and I've got it tattooed on my back now. So
okay. This was a tweet that we saw from the Anfield Buzz. Duncan Castles about Kylian Mbappe. Says he likes Liverpool, he likes the Premier League, he likes Jurgen Klopp. I'm not saying it's his first choice, but he's very clear with his friend that Liverpool is a club he's interested in playing for. I love these. This is the gossip that is like, oh, does he like me? You check yes or no. This is what you see from all the clubs. You get like Preston North End. Like, look, he told one of his his hairstylist that
Sheffield Wednesday said that Preston North End said that Middlesbrough was like, girl.
Yes.
But this is like, oh no, she saw your account. She thinks you're cute. You know, she knows some of the same friends as you. Like maybe, you know, they're like Duncan Castles is like matchmaker over here. He says he likes Liverpool. He likes the Premier League. He likes Jurgen Klopp. I'm not saying it's his first choice, but he's very clear with his friends that Liverpool is a club he's interested in playing for. Basically, it's saying like, I'm not going to make the guarantee, but all signs are pointing to get the jersey ready. You know,
I love that. He's the certainty, the confidence. He's very clear with his friends that Liverpool is a club he's interested in playing for, which is it does have that you know, the energy of like. There's no way to disprove this statement at all. That we just can't. Yeah. There's nothing we can do. We can. It's too hard to believe, but it's too impossible to disprove.
I like Perfect Tommy says, thanks for punching me in the grief bone, Alexis. My bad. And Justin Freeberg said, whoever had the under on the amount of times Alexis mentioned Spurs with a smile, y'all can Venmo me the money. LOL.
Curthy said Duncan Castle being mischievous. Yeah.
Right? Duncan Castle, yo, he's spilling tea. Yo, like, I'm going to tell you what I heard.
These journalists.
Well, it's like that.
I was going to say, these journalists have too much freedom. This freedom of the press. This is irresponsible. Okay.
What is the Andy Cohen show after the Real Housewives?
I don't know the name of it, but I know the show you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's what Duncan Castles is like doing. I like it.
Yeah, because you remember when we revealed the news, we broke the news about CJ Sapong signing with Nashville, and the power that you feel when you break news. I mean, look, and we are stand-up comedians. We're not, we don't pretend to be journalists, but
sometimes people will offer us scoops and we're like, don't, unless it's ice cream, we ain't looking for it. You know?
We got this info and they were like, yo, you wanna break this news? And I'm like, okay. Have comedians ever SM Toussaint or Toussaint? Thank you for the follow.
Yeah. Toussaint, 3 Saint, 4 Saint, all of them.
Okay, the name of the father. Okay, anyway.
The other bendiga are going.
But the when we got that information and we put it out, even other journalists were like, yo, what are you doing stepping on our turf? Okay.
Yeah, also, people were like, who gave this to you? Do they know who you are?
It's just not beneficial really for anybody. Okay?
No, this doesn't help the game. This doesn't help the player. This doesn't help what we do. No one benefited by you knowing this information.
So I can see why journalists will just will be eager to put stuff out, even if it's stuff like this that literally no one can confirm. But interesting. I don't know, like how long. What we can have the conversation of where Kylian Mbappe will go, but I'm more interested. How long do you think he will stay at PSG? Because he's going to leave, but when? Because they just re-signed Neymar, so he's going to be there a little bit longer. But Mbappe, how much incentive does he have to stay at, how old is he? 20, 21? He's a young dude. How much incentive does he have to stay at PSG?
How much incentive does he have to leave? It's a COVID year. So valuations are down. Money being spent on players is down. It might behoove him to stay one more year. I do not know the definition of behoove before you ask. But I know I'm using it correctly. It might behoove him to stay one more year and really build that value up. The fear is, what if he gets injured? Yada, yada, yada. Nick Lageman said, Alexis quoted me, I heard at a pizza shop that Mbappe wants to go to NYCFC because it isn't like coal-fired pies.
Okay, this sounds accurate, all right?
Did everyone else hear a shotgun click-clack? You know? I think I can't imagine, where's Liverpool going to get the funds to sign him? I know they're talking about doing away with financial fair play. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
They're going to have more financial control measures, I think is the next thing. They're going to get rid of financial fair play. But who has the money to sign Mbappe?
I mean, LeBron is a part owner of Liverpool. He can pony up some dough. I'm sure they're homies.
Justin Freeberg said, next thing we know, Lex is going to say, yo, fam, I heard from a guy in Newark that a guy knows gets shoes for Mbappe, that he loves Arsenal. He wants to go to Arsenal, no doubt. I'm just saying, is what I heard.
Confirmed, all right?
Look, I can't confirm it, but his friends are all being held hostage right now until he gets
clip it, share it, tag Bleacher
Tag
Report.
Mbappe.
Okay, get this news out there because this is important. All right.
I know Mane is most likely going to be sold. I get that, but I don't know if that's going to give you the clearing that you need to sign a player like Mbappe, especially when you need to sign some defenders.
At Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they just they signed Quebec. I don't know.
Quebec? They signed kebabs?
He did great. He played well for Turkey against Netherlands. Look, it's difficult to replace. I mean, who is it that's injured at Liverpool?
Virgil van Dijk being the first one.
Joe Gomez, Joe Matip. So you lose 3 center backs. I mean, who could all be starters on any Premier League club. When you lose those 3, obviously you're gonna have a rough year. So once they get back, I think Liverpool will be back to their normal selves. But then there's also a rumor I heard today about Georgina Ronaldo going to Barcelona. Apparently, Ronald Koeman loves him, wants to bring him to Barca.
And I know Wijnaldum said he's not signing back with Liverpool, so it looks like he's moving. Barcelona seems like a good place for him. Is he a Barca player? Is he a Barca level player? He comes across more like a Braithwaite. Like how that when you look,
Georgina
you're like, how did he
Wijnaldum?
Yeah, like how did he end up on
bro.
Barca?
No, that's too much.
Yeah,
Dude, they won Champions League. He won Champions. He's a good central midfielder.
Yeah, they don't win Champions League because of him.
I'm
He's
just
not
saying
Salah.
he had something to do with it. He's a strong. He could defend. He's a box to box dude.
Sure. Jordan Henderson had something to do with it. Is Jordan Henderson a Barcelona level player?
I mean, look. Who Barcelona?
The answer is no. Don't
Jordan Henderson is not a good enough passer, in my opinion, to play for Barcelona.
But he had something to do with the Champions League trophy. The point I'm trying to make is that doesn't hold up.
But there's certain guys on squads that they don't show up on the stat sheet a lot, but they're pivotal and crucial to a team's success. I would say Georgina Wijnaldum is one of those guys.
Boer Martin said Koeman wants to sign all the Dutch players. It's true.
Yeah. No, without a doubt. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, it's literally the nepotism is strong with Ronald Koeman.
100%. Which is why Serginho Dest is going to stay in that club, even though technically he's American right now.
Correct. So, what was there was something I was going to bring up, but I forgot what it was. Oh, speaking of Liverpool, this tweet you found this, Alexis, but I don't know who it's from exactly.
Which one is this?
From Coutinho?
Oh, I don't know. What did it say? Which one is this?
About Phil Coutinho. This is basically Coutinho is available for a reported £34 million this summer. He's only 20 years old and has torn up the Premier League in the past. Such a no-brainer. Bring him home. How do you feel about this?
Now, here's why I bring this up. Because he's available and he's 34 million pounds, which means he's like right in Arsenal's wheelhouse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's perfect for us. But wouldn't it be lit? Wouldn't it be wild if he goes to Everton?
Okay. Now we're talking. All right.
Okay, hold on a second.
Chad Benty asked, who does he play for now? He is at Barcelona, but he is not. He's not really getting many minutes.
So here's the thing. He would get to stunt all over Liverpool because he's at Everton. He would get to, be there and really piss off the fans. Ancelotti loves him, right? Ancelotti would love him, is what I'm trying to say. Not that I don't know if they have a history. The only issue I see is you already have James Rodriguez, right? He replaced James Rodriguez he replaced him at Bayern. They're both number 10s. But here's the good thing. James is left-footed, Coutinho's right-footed. So you essentially could play both of them in your midfield.
Okay. So
is that dangerous? Does that work? And if it does, how lit would it be?
So I'm trying to think of what this formation would look like.
You would need, who's your central defensive midfielder?
Doucouré or Alan.
You can only have one of them.
You can only have one. That's the issue.
And you would have 3 in a bit of a triangle. and it would be James and Coutinho.
They are both such poor defenders that it would be such a.
What do you mean poor? There's no stat to suggest they would ever defend. They would stay up. It would all be on Decore.
I mean, Coutinho would have to play on the wing or something. That's the only way this could possibly work. But
you can't take Coutinho away from central. You can't.
Because it would almost be like.
Could they work together centrally? If not, who would stay back a bit more? I mean, you don't want either of them to stay back because they're both defensive liabilities. Look, Justin Freeberg said the level of sauce that would be coming from Everton would be muy caliente. It would be absolutely nuts.
I mean, look, Coutinho in like Richarlison's spot is what I think what we're more familiar with, like this, like Aubameyang, like really cutting inside. I think that would be great. Dupe,
thank you, Dupe 244.
Okay, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Okay, here, Judd on the bench said 4-2-3-1, and you got James, Coutinho, and Richarlison under Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Which already, by the way, make me a little hot, the way you said it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm picturing it, and I'm sweating. All right?
All right. I mean, we got to get this off my search history somehow.
Quick, Bing, erase.
Bing is correct. So can that work? All right, so who's the two? We know who the four are, right? I like this so far. Judd on the bench is in the right direction. So you've got who's central? You got to put Coutinho central, right? Because James is left-footed, so he's more dangerous on the left.
Yeah.
But then he replaces Richarlison, and Richarlison can't go to the right.
No, but in the middle or up front, it depends.
Central would be all right. You put James central. Off to the left is Richarlison. Off to the right is Coutinho. So now Coutinho is technically on the wing. But he could fade centrally.
I just want to say, Nick Lace just said that combination would end up killing Pickford. He'd have a heart attack in less than a week.
Yeah, 100%. Pickford would be like, we can't do this. But hold on, there's your three. Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. So first of all, Dominic Calvert-Lewin service, he'd have too much service. He'd be like, there's only one ball, guys. Like I can only do so much. Who are you two defenders? Alan and Decore?
Pretty much, yeah. That's essential. Yeah, those two. Andre Gomez also kind of plays that role, but he's a bit more.
Andre Gomez is
attack. Andre Gomez is not even.
Yeah, you know what? You can help Sigurdsson pack, buddy. Get out of here. And then you're gonna need some speedy out fullbacks. You know, your outside backs are gonna have to be fast as hell because they're gonna have to recover a lot of ground.
Digne and Seamus Coleman.
You think they can handle that?
They're not the fastest in the world, but they're fast enough. They're good at what they do.
See, this is the issue. James is slow as Mr. Potus said. No way, man. James is slow as fuck. James will sit in the middle. And then David from Tampa said you can let Coutinho roam centrally into the left wing and overlap with Richarlison. Wait, that's Coutinho playing left back?
No, left mid, I assume.
And then Richarlison is more forward. So you're technically you have a 4-3-3.
That in that scenario it could work a little bit, but again, it's still the middle is there's just too much open space of nobody playing defense.
You're gonna have to Decore and Alan are gonna need some brioche at the beginning of every match because they're gonna have to be light. You know what I mean? You need to be a little light.
Digne and
Godfrey. I forgot about Godfrey.
But Godfrey also plays center back too. It's like a strange.
Digne is left back or right back?
Digne is left back.
It works because Godfrey plays. What about a three-man back line? Do you have three center backs?
Yeremina, Michael Keane, and Godfrey would be the three.
Dude, you guys are going to play an attacking 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2? This is exciting. $34 million. $34 million, and you've essentially solved. I mean, you've created other problems, but you've solved a major issue for Everton.
A couple more goals, but you'll give up a dozen more.
So you win 6-5 every match.
It would be interesting. Look, I know people probably in this particular tweet they want him to go back to Liverpool.
Which screw that.
Yeah, I don't know what
screw that.
They don't need him. It would be they have. Unless Mane leaves. I mean, look, but they have with Mane, Salah, Firmino. Firmino seems like the one where his role is the easiest one to replace. I know some people might be offended by that, but I do think that he plays a simpler game that I think people, you can find kind of replacements for. And he's also not really scoring that much like he used to. So he seems like having a straight up number 9, finding a number 9 for Liverpool seems to be more important, which I think is why Mbappe, if that even happens, would be a good fit. Somewhere.
Let's just the reason I brought this up is because everyone wants him to go back to Liverpool. Certainly this person who tweeted out does. What if he goes to Everton? Just to give you guys a hint, right? Coutinho comes in after James leaves Bayern Munich. So this is both of their stats from their time at Bayern Munich. James Rodriguez, 43 games with 14 goals and 14 assists. Pretty good. Philip Coutinho, 22 games with 8 goals and 6 assists. Could you imagine both of those guys on the same team? I mean, what you're talking about, I think it was, who was it? Chad Bentley. Someone said the amount of sauce would be overwhelming.
Yeah.
It would make Everton, in my eyes, if they got a chance to play in Europe, if they finish the season in a European position, probably Europa, obviously, they make them strong contenders in that competition. You've got two. I mean, the defending certainly has to be picked up, but if you're playing a 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2, you've got essentially 5 in the back that when they fall back, you know what I mean? When they fall back, you've got 5 at the back, plus 2 strong central defensive midfielders that would go out and roam. One person stays home, the other one runs out. I mean, like Justin Freeberg said, Flakata. I mean, what else needs to be said?
I think it could, there would be issues, but it would be entertaining. I would say that they would be pretty good holding on to the ball and having a bit more possession. And we should talk about Everton losing to Manchester City in the FA Cup. It was a brutal loss, especially because they held on for so long. It was 0-0 to pretty much almost 80 minutes.
They needed Coutinho that match. And I also want to read Chicken Leg Piece 09 said they could play this. Listen to the madness in the chat right now. They could play 4-2-2-2. Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison up front, Coutinho and James in the midfield as cams, Doucouré and Alana central defensive midfielders, and the back line that we said. Could you imagine? First of all, you're going to give up every goal. You're just going to give up all the goals. 4-2-2-2 is just too spread out. There's too much room. You know what I mean? That's almost, it just seems like a counter-attacking, style of play because there's no way to gain back possession. You're too spread out.
Yeah, and James needs to he needs to be he needs to roam a lot more. He can't just be on the wing and waiting to get the ball to sending crosses. That's not his game at all. He needs to disrupt the center of the pitch from time to time. But as soon as you would have to put him, it's 4-2-2-2. You're going to put him out wide to start, and he's going to move out of his position.
His knee is just going to shatter. 2 matches.
Somebody's going to have to cover for him all the time. It already happens now.
Crimson Pizza said Leipzig plays 4-2-2-2. Think of the different style of players Leipzig has compared to Everton.
Yeah.
Everton is like wearing concrete shoes compared to Leipzig. No offense.
I forget. Somebody had tweeted at me when James, maybe 4 or 5 weeks into James being at Everton, and I made the point. I'm like, dude, the dude doesn't play defense. Like he really. I'm not.
It's not a part of his system.
It's not his game. And I'm not exaggerating about it. Like, I'm not criticizing him. I'm not saying he's a bad player because of that. But I forgot who was it that tweeted at me. But they were like, ever since I watched Christian on Prem Show talk about James, I watch him and he really doesn't play defense. Like, whenever he makes if he completes, I would love to see James' stats, like on challenges made or won or. Like if he makes 2 challenges a game, it's like a miracle. It
must be a bonus.
Yeah.
He hits 2. Yeah,
he got a yellow card a couple weeks ago, and even that, I'm like, all right, the boy's trying out there. Like, good for him getting a yellow card. Crimson Pizza says it's a South American style of creative midfielder.
It is 100%.
It is, but it's also
that's not his game. And also, if you've got him defending, he's too far back to be effective.
Yeah, I mean, but there's South American midfielders that don't do that, right? They also
but I think it's what he means is like it's the stereotypical South American style.
Yeah.
David from Tampa said, "All right, he laid it out. Dominic Calvert-Lewin as striker, James right midfielder, Richarlison left midfielder, Coutinho in the middle. All right, so you're putting Cam out there. He's gonna want to stay close to the middle, but anyway."
Wait, is this what you were reading, or you were reading something else?
No, this one. I'm just saying that I was just adding to that.
But I love this. It says back four, whatever we have, and Donnarumma as the goalkeeper. Fuck Pickford.
Yeah, I was gonna. What's Gba mean?
Gabamin. He's on there.
He plays.
He's been injured. He hasn't really played much.
Oh, okay, I was gonna be like, how do I not know this name at all? I thought it was like shortening it.
Where's he from? He's not French. I forgot where he's from.
Nick Lake said this has about the same chance of coming to fruition as Gilf.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Gba sounds French. I want to read what Kronborg said. Have you seen United bid Van de Beek and Martial plus £50 million for Erling Haaland? He's from Ivory Coast, by the way, Gba. This is... You do this deal if you're Dortmund, no?
Okay, so I'm trying to think. Do you need Van de Beek and Martial on your team?
One thing is for certain, United does not. I mean, wow, what a horrible stay he's had at United so far.
Martial in Bundesliga, I think would do great, in my opinion. Look, the defending is not as intense. I think it'd be a good move for Dortmund. Having a bit more of
but you can also sell both of those players and make more than 50.
Just re-gift them to somebody else.
Nah, I bought this myself. There's still wrap with the card says Dortmund. What is the value? What value do you put on Erling Haaland? What do you think his dollar value is?
Dollar value in
pound, whatever.
In gully bucks. He's gonna
2-3 at least. Gully bucks.
I think he has to go for. I feel like we had this conversation already, but I think he has to go for more than. He has to go for like 140, 150. I would say
you think so?
Mbappe is more. I could see him.
Sancho. Remember Sancho? Why am I making everyone Latino? Sancho. They wanted 109 for. Remember? That was the big sticking point. Was the extra 9 mil? Mm-hmm. You think Erling Haaland is worth 30 more? I would agree with you. I would say he's worth 30 to 40 more. I would give him, let's say 150. We've got some people saying it's 120. In Mr. POTUS 5000 said 120 million pounds. Post-COVID world, 120 million pounds from David from Tampa. Chad Bentley said 10 billion gully bucks. All right, you're getting a little loose with the gully bucks. Justin Freeberg put Sancho Villa.
The value of this currency has really dropped.
What are we, Doge all of a sudden? I think if you're Dortmund, you can't let him go for less than 150, which means you think United, even let's say 120. Let's use the number you said, 120 and everyone else, right? 120. That means you think Van de Beek and Martial are each only worth, do the math there. What's 70, half is 35 million each? That seems like a discount for both those players, doesn't it?
I would say so. Martial, I forgot how much he went
I think it was 37
for.
But it was a while ago. They got their money's worth.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I would say Martial is not playing amazing, but I would say he's probably still worth about 40.
Almost there, 819 said, reminder, this is a guy who thinks Harry Kane is only worth 40 mil.
I didn't say 40 million. I did say 40 million. I don't think he's worth 100 million. That's my point.
He's easily.
Harry Kane is not worth 100 million pounds. If he goes for 100 million pounds, I'll be shocked. I'll eat a salad on this Twitch.
He's I could see, or maybe he might be the one of the players impacted for, because of COVID and the marketplace.
don't blame COVID for him not hitting 100 million. He ain't worked it.
But
he ain't won Well, play that video. You don't have it. I'm saying, and look up the video, everyone, of him 4 years ago talking to Thierry Henry, where he said, "Oh, in 3 years, if I don't win a load of trophies, I'll think of it as a failure." Bro, it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years. You ain't won shit.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that video, but I can't.
Dave from Tampa said, "Someone clipped that. I want accountability." You're gonna make me eat a salad, bro. Harry Kane is trash pizza. Don't sully your delicate taste, Alexis. I know, right? I'm gonna have to put a whole lot of blue cheese dressing on this salad and wrap it in a burrito. Am I getting a chicken Caesar wrap? You believe it, better believe it. I don't think Harry Kane is worth that much. Back to United. United want Erling Haaland. Bad. Okay. He would play great on United. He would be an amazing striker at United.
I agree.
Probably the final piece of that puzzle, if I'm being honest with you, is a great striker, right? It looks like Cavani's not going to come back, right? They're done getting the 30-something-year-olds, right? Retirement league. They're going to go out and get a young guy like Erling Haaland. They don't
call it Old Trafford for nothing, bro.
Hey, where the final for Gilf is going to be. Yeah, United's talking about getting Ronaldo back. They need to cut this shit out. Stop with the old players. Go get yourself someone like a Haaland or an Mbappe. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get both. How do you get that? You get that by doing a player swap kind of thing. I don't know if Dortmund's going to go for that. They seem like they're tough negotiators. They want that money. I don't know if Van de Beek and Martial is enough. You might have to throw someone else in there. Imagine they throw in like a Harry Maguire. They're like, please get him out of here.
I mean, Dortmund needs. They also. I think Van de Beek. I feel like I haven't seen enough of him to really even determine.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault.
Yeah, to like determine where sort of he stands. But Martial, I think, would be great at Dortmund. Dortmund needs help too. I mean, they are having a rough year, and Haaland.
Yeah, but their system is to bring up their kids. I mean, are they going to want two rando players from United?
True. But I wouldn't call them randos either. I mean, they're better. Martial.
Van de Beek should, but doesn't play. Where did Van de Beek come from?
Ajax, I believe.
Yeah, you might be right.
Please correct me if I am wrong. Justin Freeber said Van de Beek definitely has gotten a bit of a tough break at United.
He signed a 5-year contract at United. Jesus.
Hot Mess Express said Maguire would make Dortmund's defense worse, which is can't argue with that.
So Maguire to this new Everton we just created.
They need help. Look, I think both.
Does anyone remember what Van de Beek's deal was? I'm trying to find the transfer deal. I should go to Transfer Market.
Justin Freeber said, I read that name as Hot Mess Sex.
Yeah.
I mean, look, wouldn't want it any other way.
Okay? Bruh. If you're not apologizing as you wipe something off yourself after, you ain't done it right.
Chad Benty, take care. Says later fam, gotta go. Take care. Thanks for chilling out. Thanks for gifting those subs as well. We appreciate it.
All right, hold on. I'm on Transfer Market. His deal was for $42.9 million. That's in American dollars. So what's that, about 38 million? His value has gone down, of course, because he doesn't play.
Okay. I wanted to...
David from Tampa said, Maguire to Everton is a horrible idea, so it might just happen.
All right. Jonathan Slender receiving a gifted sub from Justin Freeberg.
Justin Freeberg.
Thank you. Let's see what Nutmeg is up to. It has gotten dark. He is in.
You got to turn the lights on, my Jane.
I'll turn the lights on once we're done. But I'll go back to the Nutmeg cam. Let's look at FA Cup. The results of the quarterfinals.
Nick Leishman said, "Why would Dortmund want Dawson's Creek?" James Vanderbeek.
There we go. You love it. Southampton. Okay, so here's the FA Cup results from the quarterfinals. Southampton defeating Bournemouth, which was the only.
Wait, are you doing FA Cup?
We haven't talked about it.
Who cares? United's going to win it. It's not even. I mean, City's going to win this. It's not even close.
Okay, I'm just letting everyone know we can react to the matches at the very least.
I mean, the big thing is Leicester beating United. That's huge.
That is huge. So we not bother talking about it?
Oh no, let's. I mean, United failures. We're gonna talk about
because it was interesting because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did react to it in a bit of a strange way, kind of just saying like our players are tired, right? We talked about this on the TV show, but it was a bit odd to not really be that hurt by the loss.
Yeah, it's also like a bad way of, the thing about English fans is they want to hear that you're distraught. You know what I mean? I think in a different way than I think American fans, like it's okay to be angry at your team if you're an American like NFL coach or an NBA coach. But when you lose something like the FA Cup, like they want to know that it emotionally hurts you because it emotionally hurts them so much. And I didn't see this. He seemed like he was making excuses.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was like, I mean, what do you want us to do? We were we were tired. It's like, bruh, it's the FA Cup. It's important to us.
Yeah.
What other trophies you winning, bruh?
Endless G7 said, I care in regards to the FA Cup.
I did see that.
And
Justin Freeberg said, pew, pew, pew.
he said, oh, who did Arsenal play in the FA Cup quarterfinals?
All right. You mean when we won it last year? I can think about it.
So I did mention, Chelsea also, I think, has a real shot here because Chelsea also did defeat Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken, right? Just a couple weeks ago. Who was it that? Oh no, it was Manchester United.
United beat them. Yeah.
I think it's not a lock for Manchester City. That's all I'm saying. This game.
I think it's a lock.
The game against Everton. It was up until pretty much the 80th minute that's when they gave up the goal. Ilkay Gundogan scoring the goal, but obviously frustrated as an Everton fan, didn't really expect to win, but the fact that we were in the game for so long, I was proud of my Toffees. But there's too many injuries. Decore is out, James is out, Mina is not playing too many games. There's a lot of issues, but. Like I said, I don't think it's that much of a lock for Manchester City. I think Manchester United or Chelsea have a real shot here to win the whole thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're smoking something. I think you've been drinking during the commercial breaks, even though we don't have them. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Is someone throwing you acid from a Furbo? Did we have that? Did we add that to the show? Because if you think anyone other than City is going to win this and win it easily, you're wrong. You're way wrong.
I don't think they're going to win it easily.
Easily, bro. They're not even going to stress about this.
Dave from Tampa said, are we even in the game if we had 26% possession? Yeah, there was not many opportunities to hold the ball for Everton. It was, look, there was that video from the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, about Pep Guardiola talking about how he, tactically, I think it was what's his name? The dude on the Champions League coverage on CBS Sports.
Mo?
No. What's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? The center back.
Carragher?
No, the black dude. Not Michael.
Mo.
What's his name?
Isn't it Mo?
I don't think it's Mo. I forgot his name.
CBS.
Micah Richards.
Micah Richards. My bad.
Where he had asked.
He's great. Michael Richards is great. Ian Wright. No, on our side, just about it.
He had asked he asked Pep about why he has his fullback play so much in the middle. And where did that come from? Basically, the fullback.
Yeah, with Joe Cancelo moves into the midfield,
and essentially
everyone's like, "What do we do? Why is he so good with the ball at his foot?"
Yeah, and he mentions how he learned this in Germany, and because they with the style of play and the players that he had, he basically realized he needed to maintain possession. He just wants the ball at all times. And this, some teams.
His theory is you defend with the ball.
Yeah,
having the ball is the best defending, which is true.
Justin Freeber said Joe Cancelo. He an Italian dude from Brooklyn.
Yeah, you guys don't know Joey C.
This is when Manchester City are playing teams that they're just wildly better than, like Everton. This is what you are going to see. You're just going to see a team that just. It seems sometimes I watch these matches and I'm like, I understand that Manchester City are good, but when I think of if you are another Premier League team and you're not like fighting for relegation, how can you not even touch the ball? Like the level is how could the gap be that large that you're a professional footballer made it to the Premier League and then you play a team where they're so good that you can't even touch the ball. It just boggles my mind.
But that's also their game plan. You know, it's like, what do? Do you try to chase after it? Then they're better.
But the fact that that is their game plan, that could be everybody's game plan. I'm sure that's Sheffield United's game plan. But the fact that they have the players.
They just don't work for some reason.
The fact that they have the players to be able to do that so consistently is like mind-boggling to me. That every single player takes every perfect touch, doesn't give away the ball. They put perfect weight on passes. It is a machine. It's almost impossible to do what they're doing.
Yeah, but it's also Pep has coaching every one of those players to do that. Also, what do you do? What do you do if you're a defensive midfielder and directly in front of you, you see Joe Cancelo or whatever his name is, with the ball, and Joao Cancelo, whatever my man's name is. You see Cancelo with the ball, and he's better than your midfielders. You're like, damn, you know that man's a defender. You know,
yeah.
I mean, it's like Henderson. How is Henderson better than the best passer on the other team?
Yeah. Kirthi just said, remember back when it was Mourinho versus Pep at Madrid and Barca? I mean, this is. Look, one man
what a yin and yang.
maintained his form. He kept on improving, kept on progressing, continued to adapt with as the game changed.
What did Pep do?
Oh yeah, he gotta sort that out, bro.
Yeah, he gotta fix that. Mr. POTUS 5000 said, but the shock results happen from time to time against Man City. That is true. When the lower teams press, and then Man City players don't make the perfect pass, it puts Man City in danger. And we've seen Man City not know how to react to being down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they get down a goal, they don't know what to do. The problem is it doesn't happen very often.
Correct.
And I'm willing, you know, if you've ever played poker, you got to still bet the odds. And the odds are City's going to win the FA Cup easily.
Yeah, so we talked about this last week, and we did a poll as well, about them having the chance to win the quadruple, and it seems like it's a more and more possibility. So we shall see.
I think they can. I think they can do it.
Okay. Is there anything else? I think that's about it. We've been going for an hour taping the podcast. Obviously, we'll still be hanging out on Twitch after we are done taping. But thank you for hanging out, everybody.
Wait, we forgot to talk about this. Hold on. Tottenham lost to Dinamo Zagreb.
Oh yes. Oh my God. How did we miss this?
Super important. Super important. And I don't know if you know, but Arsenal lost to technically Olympiacos. Yet still won on aggregate. Meanwhile, Dinamo Zagreb beat Tottenham so bad that Tottenham's out of the Europa. Just in case we didn't cover that, I'm not sure.
And I hate when we miss, getting to slander Tottenham. I
just want to say this. This is Tottenham next season. No Mourinho, I don't think.
Okay.
No Gareth Bale. No Harry Kane. And no Dele Alli. It's going to be Heung-min Son by himself as player coach with Coutinho. I think it's just gonna be it.
It's gonna be. They're gonna look. Obviously they're gonna look like a much different team. I don't know. This is. They are in a tailspin. We'll wrap up just by.
I love it.
Let's look at the Premier League table. Obviously. Nothing much is changing at the in first place, but they're fighting for European spots. And where's Tottenham right now? They're in sixth place
They're in sixth, and they just beat United. They're within an earshot. They're within a one bad match by West Ham and one good match from Tottenham of being right in fifth and being able to sort of maintain. Liverpool, I don't think is going to mount a little bit of a comeback. Everton, I doubt is going to mount a bit of a comeback. I think the competition there is for for Everton to try to finish above Liverpool. That would be a big step for Everton. Yeah. And I think Arsenal's clearly going to do is continue to win and they're going to rise above
Oh wait,
Tottenham.
let's finish. Arsenal had that ridiculous match against West Ham. They gave up 3 goals, and then ended up scoring 3.
It was a draw
to tie. What did you make of that?
I think people want to give a lot of credit to the character, right, that Arsenal showed. I think, what about the character of going down 3 goals? But I've said this before, and I know this is going to sound like a bit of a cop-out. And Lingardinho, dude, Jesse Lingard's looking incredible. If you're West Ham, do you go out and go get a star, or do you let Jesse Lingard his money? What do you do?
He's on
It's
loan,
important.
right?
He's on loan, but, he clearly will be sold, especially if United want to try to sign Erling Haaland. They're going to want to get rid of all their baggage, and he's part of it. Here's what I think about Arsenal. You gave up 3 goals that looked bad, but you came back. You took a draw away from home. It could have been a win. This was one of those matches I thought we also could lose, but I've said this before, and it's going to sound like a cop-out. I don't care about the Premier League right now. If you're an Arsenal fan, I don't think you should either. I think we're clearly not going to get relegated. I don't think we're going to finish in the top 4. Could we finish 5th? Maybe. It's a bit of a stretch, but maybe. And what does that do? It puts us back in Europa. I think we put all our eggs in the Europa basket. You win Europa, you go to Champions League, and it allows you to sign the players that you really, really want, like Martin Odegaard, which I believe he got injured today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, someone did mention that. He plays for Norway, right? He's Norwegian, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So that what's up?
It says suffers knock, but not deemed serious. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I think you try to sign Martin Odegaard. I think if you're, and I've said this before, our ability to sign Martin Odegaard is all about whether Zinedine Zidane stays or leaves. If he stays, we'll get him. If he leaves, we don't get him.
Okay. The one thing I forgot to mention, Frank de Boer, head coach for the Dutch national team.
Wait, can I just give a conspiracy theory real quick?
Go for it.
Okay. When is the next Europa League match? Let me look at this real quick. The next Europa League match is April 8th. So that gives us about, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yes.
2 weeks. Let's say Martin Odegaard goes out. Our next match is against Liverpool. And then we have Slavia Prague, right? The racist. Remember them? The racists?
Yeah.
Maybe Mikel Arteta and his beautiful head of hair told Martin Odegaard, hey, why don't you get injured? Why don't you fall? That way you don't have to play in the international matches. You come back. We won't play you against Liverpool. You get healed up for Slavia Prague. You look great against Slavia Prague. And that way, it's 2 weeks. You don't look amazing. And maybe it takes... Because right now, there's a lot of people saying, like, oh, my God, are the chances of Arsenal signing Martin Odegaard slipping? Does, Real Madrid want him back? He's injury prone. I don't think you want him back. We'll take care of him. What do you think?
Interesting. I mean, it is like, it's one of those, look, it's dinged up. You don't need it like this,
Yeah.
This
car? You don't want this car. Nah, some weird smell comes through the vents. You don't want
it. It'd be an interesting move. Look, if you also is when a player goes out on loan and they do well, what is the incentive of the loaning team? Do they want to try to get more money for the player, or do they want to bring that player back into the fold and hopefully they have that same spark that they had on loan?
I think it's a great question. The issue here is that they didn't add a buy-in clause. So sometimes if it's a player that you do want to get rid of and you're loaning them out, you'd put a buy-in clause or a buyout clause, whatever. You'd put an option to buy at the end of the contract.
Yeah.
So you'd say like, all right, we'll loan him out, and here's like a loan fee, that you'll pay us $2 million, let's say. So you have him for the year and you pay his contract, right? But then we get it back at the end of the year, unless you pay X amount, whatever it is, 10, 15, 20 million, right? Whatever, as an example. They refused to do that. Real Madrid did not want to put that. I guess Arteta felt strong enough in his convictions that this player will still at least be able to help us out for this season if we can't figure something out. But I think we could still sign him anyway, so that let's just do it even without the right to purchase. The purpose of doing a right to purchase or an option to buy at the end is because you can negotiate a number when their confidence is low in that player.
Yeah.
If he comes in and shines, now you've got a good deal. Same thing that Leeds did with Manchester City with Jack Harrison. I believe there's I don't remember the number, but there's a buy-on clause, as it's called. Thank you, Mr. POTUS. 5,000. There's a buy-on clause. So you hope to do that so that you get it at a low number, and then all of a sudden he comes in and shines, and they're like, damn, we should have asked for 40, but the thing says 20, so they only have to pay 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't have that.
Mr. POTUS.
There's also no clause on Lingard's. That's what I was reading, the same one you were about to read.
Yeah, no clause on Lingard's contract, though, so United will ask for a lot. Hey, all right.
I don't think United's going to ask for a lot because I think they're trying to gain the funds to go after Erling Haaland. So I think if he's clearly worth at least 30, 35 million pounds, no?
Oh,
Jesse
yeah.
Lingard has shown he's worth that. He's worth that value. He's not getting younger. That's the other fear, but he's worth at least that much. So I think United is going to be willing to sell him, not for on the cheap, but they're going to be willing to sell him. I don't think they're going to ask for too much because they don't want to bring him back.
So the last thing I wanted to bring up was Frank de Boer losing to Turkey, Netherlands losing to Turkey in World Cup qualifier. Frank de Boer, we saw him at Crystal Palace, we saw him at Inter, we saw him at Atlanta United. Always
just taking L's every which way.
To fail everywhere he
goes.
Thank
you, T. Dooley.
T. Dooley, appreciate it. How long is he? Not only how long is he going to be at the Netherlands, but I don't think it's going to be very long. But why does he keep getting jobs? Why does he keep getting work when he?
Because he was really good that one time. Remember?
In his coaching career, it's really not been great. I mean, I don't understand obviously he was a great player.
Forget this. How long is he going to last at Netherlands? Because what are the odds they don't qualify again? 2 World Cups in a row they miss? That's a nuclear meltdown.
Yeah. Their next match, I believe, is against Latvia. You can't lose to Latvia.
You got to smack up Latvia, bro.
Okay. I mean,
Ford Martin said, failed the Boer.
It's really incredible. He says, Mr. POTUS says he needs to switch to a first-time coach with Barca and join Koeman. Meaning, like an assistant coach? Is that what?
Hilarious,
dude. It's really it's kind of insane because we always hear if the idea, like say like an MLS coach got an opportunity, like even Jesse Marsh. Let's say Jesse Marsh is undebatably a better coach than Frank de Boer.
Without a doubt.
So, but Frank de Boer gets way better opportunities to manage than Jesse Marsh.
Because Jesse Marsh he was great that one time. He doesn't have that yet.
Yeah.
He's showing more consistency. He's building that namesake. The rumors are he's going to go to Celtic as manager, which I think would be great. I think it's you want to probably leave that Rebel system because what next is Rebel Leipzig, which still isn't like a massive club.
Yeah.
So I think Celtic would do that for him, would get him in the Premier League faster too if he succeeds. But yeah, Frank de Boer, you're hiring him because that one time he was so good, you know. But if they miss the World Cup again, bro,
yeah,
it's gonna make USA missing like a joke. And I also want to read what C Bunce, shouts to C Bunce 2315, who said Holland are the RBNY of international play. They do well once in a while, but they will never win a trophy. Ouch. Yeah, C Bunce also said more Americans to Celtic. I think that's the move. I think you go the Brendan Managers route, you know,
yes,
right? Or Brendan Rodgers, as you people may call him. And I think you go to Celtic. You kind of all you have to do is beat Rangers, right? Celtic ain't got that. It's not that difficult.
Bar is low,
bro. You play well in Champions League. You're great. You're doing great. All you got to do is beat Rangers. That's all they care about. You beat Rangers. You win that league. Not incredibly difficult to do. Certainly not easy, but not incredibly difficult to do. Hey, you're the manager of Leicester. It's not bad.
All right. It's a good move. All right. David from Tampa said, Des looking at the Dutch team with relief right now. Yeah, dude. He knew something was up, man. I think
Crimson Pizza said, make that man Jesse Managers.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Prem Show podcast. We appreciate it. Always have a good time here. Yes,
and if you want to hang out with us on the after show, you got to come to our Twitch.
Yes, every Wednesday.
Twitch.tv/Soccer Cooligans or at twitch.com.
Come through, let people know how much fun you're having on here, okay, folks? So
we having fun yet?
Also, just a reminder, if you are listening to this right now on Thursday, March 25th, tonight on the Cooligans on Fubo Sports, please check out our episode because we have the one and only Taylor Twellman of ESPN on the show. New England Revolution legend coming through. Obviously he's on Sports Nation on ESPN, and I'm not stressing at all. The dude is hilarious, super fun.
It was so good.
We never met Taylor in person before. We never had like a long conversation with him.
I feel like I met him once, but this is the first time we had a conversation.
It felt like we've known Taylor for 30 years. I mean, that's how much fun it was. He was super cool and lots of jokes. I mean, look, and lots of, soccer chat and burger
Good band.
talk. Lot of burger bands, okay?
There may be 1.5 segments of just pure fast food burger conversation, which our producers were not enjoying.
So please check that out. So Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time and Pacific time on FuboSportsNetwork.com, and subscribe to the Fubo Sports YouTube channel if you can't watch it live. It is right there in the chat. Subscribe to all the things that we do, and check out our television show, our YouTube channel. There's content everywhere. Follow us on all socials at Soccer Cooligans. You'll find us. Seth on FCB says, I'm from Cuba. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Trinidad.
I'm from Cuba.
Okay. Look at that. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. We have so much fun here on Twitch. A reminder, Prem Show every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/soccercooligans. And we do watch-alongs. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff in the coming weeks. There's so much soccer that's going to be happening. We're going to be doing watch-alongs. NWSL is kicking off soon, the Challenge Cup, so we're going to be watching some games on here as well. So come through for those. There's a lot of work to do. So come.
Stefan FCB says, "Yeah, sorry about 2018, guys." Yeah, I know, bruh.
I mean, look, I don't accept your apology. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, maybe you should have gone out there and kicked one of your own players. Do something. It shows you really mean it.
So all right, let us end the show the way we normally do. Thank you again for everybody for hanging out with us. My name is Christian Polanco.
I am Alexis Guerreros.
And together, what are we?